Visibility doesn't equal authority. Clarity does. If you've been told that growing a business is about growing your audience, I want you to forget everything you've ever been told now, because today I'm going to show you why building thought leadership energy doesn't require a massive audience, daily posting, or playing to every algorithm trend out there. The more noise you chase, the more invisible you become. The more clarity you build, the more magnetism you create. So today's episode is all about message authority. What it is, why it matters, and how to create it using a simple, scalable tool called your message map. And this is not a branding exercise. This is your conversion engine. So stick around because I'm going to walk you through some real examples, some identity shifts, and a step-by-step framework you can implement this week. So let's get into it. Most of the CEOs I work with think they have a visibility problem, but what they actually have is a message positioning problem. And they're trying to be everywhere, say everything, do everything, and none of it sticks. So here's the shift. I don't need to reach more. You need more resonance. If your message doesn't anchor into something repeatable, scalable, and worth remembering, then you'll always just be chasing the next tactics. So let's stop trying to go viral and let's start trying to be memorable. Let me tell you a story about Caro. So Caro is a leadership coach with one big goal, a tiny little audience. She had under 500 people on her list. She wasn't on TikTok. She posted maybe once a week on LinkedIn. And yet she was closing $8,000, $12,000, even some $20,000 engagements off a single voice memo. Why? Because her message was crystal clear. She could name her transformation. She had a repeatable process. She told stories that matched her brand belief. And here's the kicker. She repeated the same message over and over again without diluting it, and that is when her business exploded. We didn't touch her ads. We didn't start a content calendar. We just clarified and leveraged her message map. That's thought leadership energy. So let me get tactical with you. Your message map is the tool that turns scattered ideas into scalable authority. It's the reason someone hears you and remembers you next month. So here's how to build yours. Step number 1, what results do you create? Not 15 results, one result. Example might be, I help overwhelmed CEO simplify their operations and scale with clarity. It needs to be outcome-driven, specific, and tangible. If someone can't repeat it, it's not clear enough. We also want to identify 3 to 5 message pillars. These are the key beliefs, values, and teaching angles you're willing to repeat forever. And each one connects back to your offer. An example might be simplifying for scalability, thought leadership over trends, systems that replace hustle. And each pillar should be backed by a personal story, a client win, and a strong belief or statistic. These are what bring your message to life. This is how you build trust and repetition without the boredom. So let's just pause here. Repetition isn't lazy, it's leadership. The most successful CEO brands repeat their core beliefs so often that their audience finishes their sentences. Think of Simon Sinek. Start with why. Marie Forleo. Everything is figure outable. And Mel Robbins. Everybody talks about the 5-second rule. They own the message, and you can too. Let's talk about the fears underneath this. A lot of CEOs resist message clarity because it feels like they're being boxed in. You've spent years building a diverse skill set. You're multi-passionate. You help people in a lot of ways. But here's the truth. When everything is your message, nothing is. Message clarity is not a limitation. It's a lever. It doesn't trap you. It amplifies you. When you stop diluting your brand with 12 directions and start reinforcing 3 to 4 core ideas, your audience builds trust, memory, and readiness to buy. Reputation builds equity. So this week, our power habit is one of my personal favorites. Protect your yes. And this is what it looks like in real life. That podcast interview opportunity, great. As long as it aligns with your message map. That new reel trend, only if it reinforces your pillar belief. That offer idea someone DM'd you about, maybe, but probably not. Every yes takes time, energy, and mental bandwidth. And the more random yeses you give out, the harder it is to build momentum on your core message. Clarity requires boundaries, and authority demands consistency. So this week, I want you to open a document, grab a sticky note, use your notebook, build out your rough draft of your message map. Here's a prompt for you. What's one transformation I want to be known for? What are 3 to 5 beliefs or themes that support that result? What stories or pain points back up each belief? And what is the name or working name of my method or approach? And then ask, where am I posting, pitching, or creating that doesn't align with what you've created in front of you? Because if it's not reinforcing your message, it's just noise. If this episode has got you fired up, good. Inside the CEO Academy, we go even deeper. We help you build your full message map. We align your offers to your message and turn it into scalable marketing that doesn't burn you out. So I invite you to come and join us at thescalablecEOacademy.com. Let's build clarity that converts. Let's take a minute and recap what we learned today, and let's anchor this in. So visibility does not equal authority. Clarity does. You don't need a big audience. You need a repeatable message. Thought leadership is built on repetition, not randomness. And the message map turns scattered content into CEO credibility. And saying yes to the wrong tactics dilutes your power. So let this be your anchor as you lead forward. Next week, we're going to be talking about a CEO epidemic. Piece together offers, over customization, energy leaks. And if your business looks like a patchwork quilt on half-built ideas and custom proposals, you're going to love what I'm bringing. We're talking simplification, standardization, and how to reclaim your time and team energy fast. I'll see you next Monday.